cleansing. Easy light breathing. You can hyperventilate if you choose. The 40 breaths, 40 deep breaths from your diaphragm. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that with y'all to oxygenate the blood. I usually sit with my legs crossed, but you can sit in a seated position. And I said I was going to start doing this live. So if you choose, you can join in. My cat needs to be calmed, and hopefully this will calm him. And it needs to be done every day as many times as possible. There's all kind of toxins, all different groups are part of it. But what do we do for self? We have to raise our vibrations. We don't have to negate negativity all the time. So hopefully this will become part of my regular routine with you guys. So let's go ahead and get those 40 deep breaths from the diaphragm. Your shoulders might come up a little bit. It might seem like your chest breathing, but it's from the diaphragm. Out, when you push your stomach out, when you inhale, your stomach goes out. What it means, your diaphragm is pulling oxygen in. When you exhale all the way out your mouth, diaphragm is extending and collapsing the lungs, pushing all the air and carbon out. Again, in diaphragm collapse. What's the word? Extension. So the diaphragm is collapsing, bringing the lungs down, letting all your silica from your tongue, your throat, all the way in your lungs to pull in the oxygen to get into the bulbs to oxygenate your blood. So hope you didn't eat nothing. I had a little tincture, and that was it. But it's best usually when you wake up, and that's what I usually do. We're going to do this every morning. And if you want to join in and have people join in, so be it. No foul language, no message. The reading will be a little later. Let's go ahead and do this. I was going to just upload a couple of videos I have, but I said, why not just go live? Ready? You can be uncovered. I've been doing this so long, it doesn't matter whether I'm covered or not. That's enough for now. I get visions. You do it long enough, and then my visions, it's always red and black, but there's always this one part. I'm gonna share there's two things where these hands come out, and it's coming red through the red and red to red, and they're coming through the black, and then there's a big bright light in this hand, like I'm folding it, folding back in on itself. And then I look for myself. And when I see myself, and it takes a while, when I see myself, I don't attempt to have an understanding of it. I just allow me to, I look for myself through all the faces. Yes, faces of agony, laughter, pain, old, young. These are where I'm at right now in my visions. And then I see a dragon. It's not, I call it a dragon. I don't know if it's a dragon. And the idea of what we conceive as a dragon. But I always see that before and after myself. And when I see myself, I can't share that. But it's humbling. So, in the beginning, I would see a funnel. And it always went down. It was black and white. It was a honeycomb funnel, and I could see inside. I could see the opening, and it would go down. That's the direction it went, always. When I started meditating in the sun outside, because I was going to do this outside. No socks on. I already walked outside. I spent outside. I stretched and did a little yoga for about 5 or 10 minutes on the new grass in the winter, in the fall that just grew. The second rain we had. And when I'm in the sun, the funnel goes up. And I don't know if it's short or long. It's just a funnel. It's honeycomb all the way around. And it's black lines, spider web like, and it's just a funnel. That's what I first started seeing. But when I first started getting into meditation, all I saw looked like newspaper crumbling in blackness. It looked like literally like newspapers. One eye, then the other eye, then both eyes. And it was like confusion. And I just kept practicing Tai Chi while I was learning Taekwondo, going through the stresses of college and my wife and family. And then it became blank, and I sought nothing but emptiness. That's when I started hearing that hum, that whirling whistle in my ears. And old Rock Marine, finalized my Taekwondo training. Talking about a very old gentleman, like World War II. Um, he finalized my training. It was brutal. And he, without me telling him, used to grab newspaper, and I never paid attention. And he would crumble the paper up and drop it, and he would point at it, so I had to pick it up. And he kept doing that. And then one day he pointed at his head. He didn't speak English that well. And he looked at me and pointed at my eyes. And he said, and it was a basket with all the newspaper crumbled up. And he went like this. And so I started seeing nothing but this darkness. Like, not like Zina, not like evil, like not bad or good. It was just blank. Then I started seeing the funnels. It was the first thing I really started seeing. The newspaper was distraction. That's something put that there. Or it was the life that I was living. It was confusion. I don't know. Now I look for the funnel, but I see faces. I see so many faces. And it's all in black and red. It could be blue and black. It could be blue and red. I just know that I metastasize it in red and black. Now, there's a saying about red and black, that's violence, which is nonsense. In the world of psychology, it's reality. In the world of truth, no, it's something deeper. But when I was able to start finding my face and seeing before and after, I would start bringing myself out. I feel almost like I'm floating. I feel large. Like, you see me sitting here, right? I have to have my back kind of straight, And the thing is, and I do this because the liver, the lungs, blah, 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 blah. It's acupressure to make sure, that there's no clotting. The blood is fluid. And I just continue to do it. So what happens next? I couldn't tell you. The journey is real, and you've got to be on it. I would advise you, and that was restful and peaceful. I would advise you to uncover your head, though. In the Kundalini, they say the Christ and the seven chakras. The Christ is the fluid. And that's why we think not only with this brain, but with our stomach, which is also a brain. It's like the flesh pit. That's the reason why I shared the flesh pit with you. I want you to know that you are like the earth. You are alive. Now, those liars, and I don't want to implement the negativity of the truth of these fictional creatures, would have you believe the earth is some big rock crust mantle, which is nonsense. It is not destructive. It is reconstructive. Just like you're supposed to heal, and they've impeded that. And in order to break through what they've impeded, you must elevate yourself. And in order to do that, you must fight through the terror. Meditation is key. Breathing is your spirit, your energy. To master your energy, you must practice and learn how to breathe to increase your spirit. And people say, well, you had some alcohol. Dude, do you know how to test yourself? Sometimes you might not come out of that test. What are you willing to forego, and how fearful are you? When I'm in my state of meditation, that's the word we're going to utilize, I seek no fear. I seek anything and everything to bring fear, to have no fear. And I just don't. I have absolutely no fear. And I've gained a few other things. So I would advise you, instead of just being part of those sources that always communicate, because I'm looking at people who are Moors and this, that, and the other, and they're all still on this Kanye herb, the Boule, the Star of David with the eye. I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. Things you really have no knowledge about, no knowing, leave it alone. Just let it be until you come into knowing. Because you mastersize yourselves in ways I'm another reason why I have no respect for the CIA's Central Intelligence Agency's platform of Facebook. I have zero respect for it. And most people on it, it's not about respect or not. I am solid on love, a complete love. And I am empathetic because I recognize, I see self. Yet I see the abhorrence of ignorance. If you want to go around all day with the efforts, then what are you to attain and what shall you accomplish? Now, there is no problem I can rationalize for anyone not to have the efforts, but I cannot rationalize any reason to have the efforts. To be or not to be. For those of you like Shakespeare and so much, I can quote Othello all day. And it's not about the quoting as well. What have I matriculated? What have I learned? We need to stop being surface and be more eternal and internal. Internal leads to eternal. And I appreciate y'all taking this small, short time. I think I went over 10 minutes of meditation. I don't know. I don't count. I can do it for 4 to 5 hours. I have. I've set up in the room with the sun when it comes up, before it sets, in the middle of the floor, and stayed there for 4 hours. And it's a wondrous thing. But that's why I've spoken the way I've spoken, because I know the attacks are broad and many upon us. And they're from the very exact people who you believe are entertaining you. You must entertain yourself or seek no entertainment at all. You must clear the vast void of a hollow shell they've created and fill it with everything that is there and allow it to exist. I'll be back in about an hour and a half to start our morning reading. Yes, Enoch and the Custodians of Time. Again, I appreciate you all. And Big Mike Drop Podcast, I actually put his proper YouTube channel, not just his Gmail. I had that, I didn't even notice. And you have Lone Wolf, you have ToLU'S ROOTS-N-TINGS Gmail, should have a Facebook page. I don't know if I got Rob Bell in there. There's a number of individuals. I'm gonna put Rob Bell, she's gonna start going live soon again. And there are days when I utilize like 728, 38 gigahertz music at a very, very low frequency, because even though YouTube has it at 738, it's playing on a different, it's 738 gigahertz. Now, if you don't have a way to play it without the intrusion of a platform, which you can purchase, which will give you the actual frequency and you can feel it, I will play it at such a low level that I can barely hear it. And then for some reason in my meditation, it sounds totally different from what's playing. I can't say anything else to that. You have to give it a shot yourself. You know, whether it be 432, just do not play around with 440, which they are mainlining in all the positive, called God frequencies and all that earth frequency. Really, earth frequency, you hear it all the time if you just tune in, because you move at 8 hertz as well as the earth. And if you can tap into that little and increase it, you can drown out and start hearing the things that you need to hear, to negate things you need to hear, compared to the things that are slipping through because they're doing their part. You have to do your part. You have to literally do your part. And again, I appreciate you all. And we will close this with Namaste. Let me get some shout outs. Y'all, somebody just popped up. Mama Red. Rondo, hey, brother. Chief just Lulu Redfeather, hey. Lamont Jr., what's going on? Pleasure. Gray Wolf. No, I appreciate you. Y'all never have to thank me. I appreciate you guys. Good vibes meditation, relaxation music videos. Yo, right? Yo, So I appreciate you guys. I used to say mad love and mad respect. I think there's nothing wrong with mad or madness. We're actually walking in a state. We're affiliated and complicated with madness. The thing is, how do we take madness and make it work for us? And you know, when you start making it work for you, you realize that it don't exist. It was always a figment put there. You must break free of the conditioning and become more of self. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all in an hour and a half for first reading of the day. Pleasure.